Hello everyone, welcome to the Ops Wizard. Today I'm going to share a personal story that left me questioning the importance of customer service in retail. No matter how great the product, it's an experience that leaves a lasting impression. So let me take you through a recent incident that raised some questions in my mind about how much communication really matters in retail. My wife and I visited a store from a popular women's bag and shoe brand. I won't name it directly, but let's just say it rhymes with Marls Teeth. You probably have an idea already. So now my wife shops from the brand regularly and we were buying something that was on offer. Just like any other customer, I wanted to know a bit more about the product. Specifically, I asked the store manager about their product manufacturing policies. You know, if there's an issue with the product down the line, what kind of warranty or support can we expect? Now, this is where things took a strange turn. Instead of answering my question, the store manager immediately jumped in with no exchanges on offer items. But hold on, that wasn't even what I was asking. I wasn't worried about exchanging the product because of the sale. I was asking about product warranty in case of a manufacturing defect later. But instead of clearing things up, the store manager kept insisting that I inspect the product for visible issues right then and there. No matter how I tried to explain, the conversation kept going in circles, and honestly, it was getting frustrating. I get it. Retail store managers deal with a lot, especially during sales. Maybe he was tired or had answered a lot of similar questions that day. But as a customer, I wasn't asking for anything out of the ordinary. Just a bit of clarification about their warranty policy. It wasn't about inspecting the product right now, but what happens if something goes wrong later? The whole interaction got me thinking. Was this about the brand or was it an individual issue? In retail, we know how critical frontline store managers are or staff are. They are the face of the brand to the customer. So if they don't understand the customer's question or respond in a way that reassures them, it creates a disconnect. And that's exactly what happened here. It wasn't about the policy, it was about communication. Now, some might think this is a small issue, but let's look at a bigger picture. What if I wasn't someone who works in retail operations? What if I was just a regular customer who had no idea about how things work behind the scenes? I probably would have walked out of that store feeling ignored or frustrated. I might have even told friends about the bad experience. In a day, small moments like this have a ripple effect, and that's something we as operators have to be aware of. Every customer interaction matters. I've worked in the space for years, and one thing I've learned is that customers are everything. They're the reason the business exists. In this case, my wife was totally fine with the store policy, but I was left feeling frustrated. And I wasn't because of the policy itself, it was because of how the interaction was handled. One small question could have been answered with reassurance, and it would have made all the difference. What's interesting is that policies like no exchanges on offer items exist for a reason. I get that. But policy should never come at the expense of customer experience. There's a way to communicate them that leaves the customer feeling taken care of rather than shut down. It's a balance and one that requires proper training for store managers and staff to handle smoothly. So, what do we take away from this? Was it brand's fault? Not really. But it does show how crucial it is to equip retail store managers with the right skills to handle customer queries with understanding and empathy. One negative experience can impact loyalty, and in today's competitive market, no brand can afford that. I'm still a fan of the brand, or Marls Teeth, as we are calling it here, but this was definitely a learning experience for both sides. I'm curious to hear from you. Have you ever had an experience like this where the customer service didn't match your expectations? Whether you've been on the customer or the employee side, drop your stories in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on sales and operations and everything in between here on the Ops Wizard. Until next time, keep optimizing and keep learning. Remember, it's not just about what you said, it's about how you make your customers feel. Thank you.